crowd roars his name. The gold standard shining forever in flame. A double Hall of Famer, legends bow down. The greatest mustache wears the victory crown. She's section rising, the thunder won't stop. The sector stretch locks you in till you drop. Sensational moves under neon light. Dirty deeds done when the one ball gets tight. Cuban cigars and the rum in his hand. A king of the ring, he commands the land. The gold standard stands when the battle is through. No one can touch what the legend can do. Cuban cigars and the rum in his hand. A king of the ring, he commands the land. The gold standard stands when the battle is through. No one can touch what the legend can do.
Okay, welcome everyone to week 3 of the Forged in Gold League presented by the Gold Standard Wrestling Academy. Quick rundown of what happened last week. We had a really fun show. Obviously, the god of X-Pro, Lee Best, joined us. Really funny commentary, really good insight. Overall good time. Yes, we had some technical issues and some audio issues. The things like me forgetting to transition a scene, obviously the camera issue, that was all down to me. That was human error. Me trying to juggle everything on the back end whilst talking and running a show. It's going to happen in the early weeks, but as I get more used to this, we should see that happening less and less. The audio issues, I hopefully will have that fixed now. I've been spending all morning testing different mixer settings. I'm using my own dedicated Discord server now, so hopefully we don't get any mic cutting out from my end. The microphone I'm using, TLDR, is not the greatest, but it's the best I have available out of all my audio equipment that I have available right now. Long term though, Lee has promised to ship me over a spare Yeti that he has. So once I get my hands on that, we should see the audio improve astronomically. But yeah, just wanted to say big thank you to everyone who provided feedback. There was a lot of engagement for last week's show. I think a lot of that is down to having Lee Best's name affiliated with it, which I 100% get, because that guy, when he gets on a microphone, you guaranteed entertainment. But yeah, lots of good feedback. Overall consensus I got was that overall you were all sports entertained. You all enjoyed the show, the matches. You got behind the characters. You enjoyed the chemistry between Lee and I, which after 25 years in this hobby, knowing each other, I was never worried about. But yeah, got some really good constructive feedback from a couple of you. Shout out to Noah Hansen. One of those was the wrestlers obviously walking past each other when they enter the ring, which I've managed to find a workaround. So you will now see each of the wrestlers this week entering from opposite sides of the training area. So yeah, I am listening. I am doing what I can to fix what I can, given given what I have available. The thing where they kind of appear out of nowhere at the beginning, there's nothing I can do about that currently. That is a limitation of the game. Long term, we have some plans for how we're going to develop the Gold Standard Wrestling Academy's TV shows, and it might be that things improve from that, and we'll go into that a little bit more in a second. But yeah, the other thing is we've made some improvements to Miss Potts. So she's been in the gym. Her shoulders shouldn't look as glaringly terrible as they did last week. So she's put a bit of beef on. We've put a t-shirt on her as well, just to try and smooth out those edges a bit. So hopefully she looks a bit better. It's not perfect, but I think it's as good as we're going to get. I think, again, game limitations. I don't think the game is designed to have female referees. It was made in Japan. I don't know. Misogynistic, maybe game developers, who knows? But yeah, we'll do what we can with that. Today's show, we've obviously got week 3. All 24 competitors have now wrestled and they've all competed. So we're going to see mix-ups. So we're going to see winners versus winners, winners versus losers, losers versus losers. So things are going to really start taking shape from here on out. Obviously, very early days, lots and lots of matches for them all to do. But we should start to get even more of an idea of who the front runners are going to be. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll go through each of the matches and talk about them. Joining us this week, we do have another special guest, High Octane Wrestling Hall of Famer Scott Stevens. He has dragged himself out of bed at 5 a.m. over there in America land. He is from Texas, I believe. So really appreciative that he's made the effort to join us today. I know he's excited. Um, Hopefully he's well caffeinated and full of beans. So we'll be bringing him in just a second. But all of the music you heard in the intro there, every single bit of it has been created by Scott Stevens. So big thank you to him. He's been helping out a lot where he can. So I'm very appreciative. Overall, really good guy. Most of you who will listen to this will know him anyway, but for those who don't, really good human being. So excited to bring him in, hear what his thoughts on the product is so far, what he's enjoying about it. So yeah, quick note about next week. It's half-term school holidays over here in the UK next week, so there won't be a live stream. I'm debating on whether to still do a show and just have an edited video of the matches and the results, and then maybe do a bit of an in-depth recap on the next live stream that we do. I don't want to interrupt the schedule too much because there's a lot of league matches to get through before the year is through. And obviously there's going to be times where I can't stream every week. So we may do something like that. But I'll keep you guys all posted. So for now, without further ado, I'm going to jump into the Discord and bring in our fellow Hall of Famer, Scott Stevens. So jumping in now. Scott, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you once again for getting out of bed and doing this with me. I appreciate you.
Not a problem, man. I know the intro you gave me, it was nice, but you probably lost like 2 viewers already with my name attached. I mean, not Elite Best. Everybody's like wondering. Everyone knows me. I'm the goofy one. The thoroughbreds are back alive, and I know that's cringe because you hated the stable, but I'm ready. I'm caffeinated. I got a 20-ounce Red Bull next to me. So it's gonna go how it's gonna go.
That sounds good, man. I mean, I did notice when I started the stream, we had 5 viewers in the chat. We're now down to 3, and I honestly think they dropped out the second they realized this wasn't a Elite Best produced show.
Oh, I
So,
know. And you said, it was audio issues. Nah, you're being too modest. You fired the monkeys that were all, the ones that were causing the problems, and they deserve to be fired. And you don't. I know it's you're responsible for your production crew, but I mean, hey man, if they suck, they suck. Just fire them, hire some new ones. And I heard we got some new ones.
oh
And you
yeah,
said, yeah, your ref has been pumping some iron. I mean, I guess she's on that Townsend plan if she's already buffed up that much.
that's it, man. We're evolving. Like you said, I tweeted out a poster of some of the upgrades we've made in the last week. So yes, we've hired 2 new production people to hopefully get a little bit more professionalism. We've got a new chief camera operator again, so that we can avoid staring at concrete for 2 minutes while I'm going to the bathroom. Um, we've hired a new senior referee from Japan, Mr. Yamamoto.
I heard that.
So if you listened to the info haul last week that Lee and I did, a lot of it was obviously going over how to create a wrestler and how all the kind of mechanics work and stuff. But he also went through how the match pacing works, and as well as your offense and defense and the wrestlers being a factor, the referees play a huge role. So we've
Yeah,
got
he
three
said that.
referees.
Yeah, yeah, he said that, like in his Fed, like certain refs are more lenient, certain refs
Yeah.
are, if like you said, like the sheriff that you got is supposed to be more, hard nosed on, strictly by the book. And then you might have, Miss Potts that's, a little bit more lenient because remember we saw the fireball last week in a match.
Yeah,
Y- Yeah, and that popped me, even though I was watching live and that popped the shit out of me. I was like, well, maybe it's like refs. I mean, the wrestlers know like once they enter, they kind of had their I guess their move sets can kind of kick in differently, or their mentality AI,
hmm
goes to different things because of who's in there with.
yeah. I mean, that's the fun bit about this for me is the randomness. I mean, I had no idea that that character even did a fireball, but it's the live
Yeah,
reaction, right? And it's being immersed and just playing off it. And we saw last week as well. Big Reggie Stone got the win, but poor Sammy Sterling's legs were under the ropes. So we just played off
oh, I
the
know.
the sheriff fucked up.
Oh yeah, and he was kind of like because we've had that issue in in X Pro and just random, even in HOW. We've had if we did something like that, the house show goofing where we had different people, the refs are out of place, and the issue was they're in the ropes or it looks like they're close to it. I know it's a video game and stuff, but that match in particular, they were in the ropes. I mean, the legs were clearly through the ropes and stuff like that, and it's just she kept counting. Or I mean,
Exactly.
sorry, the sheriff's kept counting.
Yeah, he counted. Reggie will argue that, he wasn't kicking out regardless. Samuel obviously argue that, his feet were on the ropes. He should have been given the opportunity to carry on. But that's the fun bit. That's where we can get a little bit in character with this and
I
really,
know.
really bring a bit more flavor. So because of that, we hired now the senior referee from Japan to teach these, officials how to do it properly. So again, just a little bit more flavor, just to a bit more
I mean, the
bit
more
more
the
world
merrier.
building. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, and speaking of world building, obviously, you might have caught on the info hall. Lee asked me about, what I'm planning to do moving forward. Am I going to keep things in the training gym, or am I going to, have some small arenas? Um, Obviously, it is a cool concept. I think having the matches in the in the training area. It's unique, but I think long term it's going to get old quick. So the
Mhm.
way I'm going to play it up is that, as the GSWA grows in popularity, as we're now getting, we're getting some income from the network, we're getting income from sponsorships, the GSWA guys in X Pro, we're getting some royalties from that. So we may be able to start doing some small venues where we've got a live
Yeah.
crowd, see how these guys perform in front of an audience.
Now I don't know how small you're talking about, but you could do like how WWE or Zuffa boxing now, how they do it in their performance center like you are, and now as the later stuff and the more bigger fights, or if you even do like a maybe a NXT stand to deliver type pay-per-view, you can go to like like you said, smaller venues, but like my I would suggest, if you want to use it, is remember Saturday Night Shotgun from WWF, where they went to these live bars and kind of like the Century Club, but you don't have to use the Century Club rules. Uh, but just like venues like that, like you're going from like town to town, maybe if you're going to keep it in one location and kind of just travel like that, and then once you
Yeah,
get a
so
bigger thing from that.
that's what I'm thinking. I think, geographically keep it local. The academy's based in Miami, so it'll be a Miami-based
Okay.
like bingo hall. But on the back end, so the Century Club uses Karugan Hall, which is a famous Japanese venue. Mick Foley wrestled there a lot, like a couple of hundred people max in the audience. So that'll probably be the arena template that we use. And then obviously I'm gonna need time to work with Lee and build the arena, and I want to make sure that I've got dynamic crowd sounds because the default crowd noises in this game are terrible.
They're horrible. They're like,
So
yeah,
yeah, it's
look out.
really for me it kills it a bit. So we'll it's gonna come. We're gonna be having a crowd, having a more wrestling show type feel in the near future. But obviously, there's a bit of work for me to do and on the back
It
end. But
is, and that's and that and that's kind of like how you're trying to portray it right now. You're trying to portray it. You're a developmental fed. You're growing to a feeder fed, and it takes time. It was kind of like NXT originally was just in the performance center, and then it went to the college area, and then it expanded a little bit, and now it is what it is. That's how you're trying to grow this, and that's how it should be. You shouldn't be going from your the standard wrestling academy to stadiums
oh yeah,
in
yeah,
3 weeks.
no. I mean, really, I don't ever want it to grow to that level where we're like selling out Madison Square Garden. It kind of then just we go from being a developmental company to a legit promotion. I don't want that, but
Yeah.
I think what the best comparison I can think of is kind of a mix between like Tough Enough and what was that WWF developmental company that had shows where you seen the likes of Brock
Oh,
Lesnar and um,
OVW.
OVW. There you go. So it's kind of that kind of vibe that we're going to end up going for, where it's got that small scale crowd, and like you'll see these guys, potentially promote up to X Pro, and then they've already got a bit of following, a bit of background. A lot of the characters, even the GSWA guys like Leon King this week, nobody knew anything about him, but in the future, if you guys have been watching GSWA, you're going to have a bit of context when you see these new guys popping up. So it's going to be really interesting long term.
He impressed me, man. I mean, like,
Yeah,
we've talked about it in the past. Eve was the original graduate. She's the prodigy, and I know she did very well with JD and MVW, but unfortunately, MVW closed, and she came back to X Pro. She hasn't done so well. Maybe, and you've reacquired her contract.
yeah,
So maybe some teachings, and that it gets her back fired up. Maybe it's just a change of scenery. But she was really good when she was under your tutelage. She did very well in MVW. She didn't do so good so far, in X Pro. But with the basically John Sector back on her neck, stepping back on her neck to get her focused again. Maybe we'll see that fire that we once saw as Sector's, prodigy. But yeah, Leon King, man, and here's what's impressive about Leon King. He not only defeated Danny Ellis for the BBC Championship, but he gave him his second loss ever.
yeah. And he
If
wrestled a
you
good match with him. I
Mhm.
mean, that it wasn't a one-way affair, and then he got lucky. It was very back and forth.
I
Um,
know.
some great chain wrestling, and yeah, he impressed even me to the point. I mean, Callum Crowe is meant to be the crown jewel. Honestly, like I tested these
Okay.
guys out, and Callum Crowe is supposed to be the best one. Um, So, and we could very well end up, all being well, it being Callum Crowe versus Leon King very soon. And
Yeah,
if you asked me
I'm fine
before
with
last
that.
week, yeah, if you asked me before last week who'd win that, I'd say Callum Crowe. But right now, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
So,
it's always good to be surprised, man. It is
yeah,
because you know Danny Ellis, when he came in, he was just whooping everybody's ass, and his first loss was to Lizzie Vice, but he beat Lizzie Vice for the world title and in the defense in the X Pro Rumble. But like and usually when people were loading up on defense, and this is to Lee's credit, and I know he mentioned it last week, it's not just about bumping up your stats or whatever. It's the type of moves you use and things like that, because if you've watched Danny Ellis's match against all other people, he would lock you in. Even if you survive the future lock, he would quickly take you down and lock it in again, or he would pick you up and put you in that iron claw or another submission and beat you. But Leon King was able to avoid that. He survived the lock. He was able to avoid it and then beat him. And that was kind of what was impressive because even though we've had people survive the finisher, they didn't last very long afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we said, the parameters of the wrestlers, which are those, those stat bars,
Hmm.
they only matter so much. The real key is the getting the logic right.
Yep.
I mean, you watch Danny Ellis, he goes for certain moves at certain points, and it's all about weakening those areas to get the future lock on, right? And that is all down to the very finely tuned logic that I'm assuming JD has really focused on getting that right for him because it's worked. I didn't mess with it too much with my characters. I kind of tweaked it a little bit, but for the most part, I'm trusting the original creator of the base. Um, and I mean, that would be my advice if anyone wants to create a character is find a really good base.
Yeah. Because I think we in X Pro, Lee said he uses the default of the finisher, to protect the finisher, and
Yeah,
it hurts. But like to me, like Bo, just reading the different things, to me, he is more of like that adapt, where you can adapt to the different power and I guess rough moves or the submission moves, and then when you counter it, it bulks up. That's to me, that's perfect for him. But you gotta buy that logic to change it, and I'm like, well, he's winning right now. I can change it later when I get the money.
exactly. I mean, it's one of those. I mean, Bo's base is quite clearly Zack Sabre Jr., right?
It it's supposed to be like his original base, like his move set. I believe is Zack Saber, but like when I first did it, he was a joke character, and he was like NXT Bo Dallas,
Yeah,
turned up to 15, and now that he's completely changed, I think Lee when he redid him his skin, but yeah, his moves I believe are Zack Saber, if I can remember correctly.
yeah. I mean, I could tell by the character's voice when he does the European uppercut that that's
Yeah.
very much Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's what it is. I think it's Saber.
So before we get into the first match, tell us what do you think of GSWA so far? What have you enjoyed? Which characters have stood out for you? Tell us a little bit
I've
about your
enjoyed it.
experience.
There's been some surprising ones, like the Cannon. I like Luke Cannon. I thought yesterday I'm not yesterday, but last week when he was on, he I like the backstory that Lee told. I'm like, man, you just learned something new. You know this guy for 20 years, and you're just finding out new stuff about his, because he doesn't really talk about like the golden era, because I always bug him like, hey man, if you got all these HOW shows, give them to me so I can, do the title histories and make it all uniform. He's like, yeah, I'll get to it. I got too many things, but I loved it. So far, so good, man. I'm loving it. Luke Cannon impressed me. Like to be completely honest, and I know you read it in my feedback when I gave it to you, but at first I wasn't impressed with Reggie Stone. I was like, man, this dude's just getting his ass whooped. He's out of shape, and then he weathers the storm and he spams power moves. And I'm just like, okay, so that's his deal. He just gets his butt whooped, powers up or hulks up, and just dominates.
Yeah,
Theo Bennett impressed me. Like that's the first guy I was like that he looks like a star and he acted like a star too. Um, but like Deontay Reed, he kind of just like you said early on, he got caught early on and then came back and just dominated. Like when he was doing his moves, he reminded kind of me of Django. I was like, okay, we got somebody like Django, but he's not like Django.
yeah, a lot of
Uh,
showboating from him as well. I noticed a lot of
I
like
know.
swinging his hips, so he's a cocky one.
I know, and I'm like, man, that could hurt. Like Mark Hendry, he likes to flex. He's over there flexing. I'm just like, quit flexing, pin the man, beat his
Yeah,
ass. But yeah, I'm loving it, man. If I don't catch the live shows, I'm always trying to watch the replays of what you do, man, and you're doing a good job, and it's just something else. I mean, I've talked with you, and I've talked with Lee, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do because I know you're like the regular wrestling, JD's in, you know, the Caribbean islands, with Lee's favorite Ultratron doing his thing, and I'm just kind of like, how do I be different? And I think I've mentioned it to you about what I'm gonna do, and it's different, but the execution, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to execute it properly. I'm watching videos and things like that, but I'm liking the different things.
That's good to hear, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And for the most part, it sounds like everyone is enjoying it. Like I said, the quality of the production will get better as the weeks go on, as I, upgrade shit and whatnot. But the
Oh
main
yeah,
thing is
yeah.
the content itself is the main
The
point.
content is good. And one thing that stands out that I love, first thing from you, was the tell of the tape. I'm loving that because you're telling their style, you're telling what their record is, who they are, their finisher. Even if it doesn't have a name or not, you can just say, "Oh, Rio or Ryo's Kanzaki, the Stealth Viper," and you can be like, "Oh, this is a brain buster or this or that," and it's just like the teletape to me is always good because it helps intro these wrestlers that we don't know who they are. They're trainees, so if you want us to give a fuck about them, as Lee says, at least tell us a little bit about them.
Exactly right. I mean, I like the tailor take because I like that old school, matchup feel, and it's like in boxing as well. The tailor the tape. It's not the be all and end all, but it gives you that base information. Particularly in week 1 and 2 when we've never seen these guys wrestle, so we've got to have something to go off, right? So. But yeah, the first match this week is Rio Kanzaki versus Lexi Havoc. This is our first all-female match of the league so far, so that's the starting point. Technical wrestler versus grappler, so similar styles. Obviously, Lexi's got an MMA background, so she's going to be looking to control, keep on the ground. Um, but yeah, both of these are entering this one with week 1 losses. So this is going to be interesting. Unless there's a draw in this match, one of these guys is going to finally ignite their campaign this week. So this for me is a really hot start to the show. What do you got for this one, Stevens? Who have you got winning, and what do you think of this matchup?
I think it's a good matchup. I think Lexi last week, she showed some. I think she showed some fire when she took on Deontay Reed.
That was
But
Elia Brooks last week. Just
oh,
to correct
I'm
you,
sorry.
yeah. Lexi
I'm sorry.
lost in she lost in week 1 to I think Aaron Whitaker. I think who's in
Oh, that's
action
right.
later tonight. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Sorry about
you're
that.
good.
But uh, I think she was good in her match. But things happen. But I think like I was impressed by her. I was impressed by Rio. Um, but I'm gonna go with Rio. I think she showed more to me in her match than Lexi did. I mean, Lexi was good. I'm not gonna say she wasn't, but I think in the end, Rio had an overall better performance, and I'm gonna go with her this week.
Okay. I don't know whether this changes your decision, but both of these guys have obviously been training a bit since their first match. And
Sure.
they're both going into this with completely different approaches. So Rio has been focusing on developing her defense, whereas
Okay.
Lexi has gone all in on offense.
Mm. and and I mean that could change. I mean, if you have an MMA background, I mean it's kind of hard, to defend against. But if you're just going on that and you're just onslaught, 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 you can get tired very early. So let's see if Rio can survive the storm
Yeah,
or the
I think
havoc.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think conditioning will be the ultimate factor here. Both of these guys struggled with breathing in the first week, so I think this is going to be a war of attrition. I think that's what it's going to boil down to.
Yes.
With that said, it's all women in this match. Miss Potts is on the call. We'll see what she looks like. See if those shoulders look any better. Let's head to the ring. You'll notice no music this week. There's Rio entering the ring, working on defense. There's Lexi appearing out of nowhere just to annoy Noah Hansen. Let's get the camera going. There we go.
Little Shayna Baszler to her.
You called it, dude. Nice snapmare from Rio early on. Nice camel clutch straight out the gate, Stevens.
Yeah.
It's a lock up.
I think since I'm watching the stream, I think I'm a little like.
Yeah, mute the stream is probably the best thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because the stream's about 2 seconds behind, so. Oh, I tell you what I'll do. I will share this in the Discord. I'll stream it through Discord for you.
Okay.
My bad.
The Twitch. No, you're good, man. No worries.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Give up?
That should be more live and sync with me now. Alright, Rio with the pin. No, doesn't get any count. Rio's looking good so far.
She is. But Lexi has been on top.
Give
Yeah,
up?
hey, there you go. She was winded. She just got out of that. She was winded.
3 minutes in and they're breathing on me. Alright,
Yeah.
they're throwing haymakers. Who's gonna... Oh, Lexi. See that MMA? She's the better striker. Alright.
She may be quicker, but she's still like the conditioning. Rio, as you can see, her butt is winded and she's kind of weathered.
Lexi looks fresh. Oof. Tough that one. Stiff from Lexi. You can see that offense coming through now. Nice takedown. Oh, lovely transition. Nice. Oh, pile driver.
Pile driver. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Lexi went for the double leg takedown, but might be. Oh, just a one.
I'll say this though, and I've told you in the feedback.
Give
I
up?
like how your characters. Oh, nice armbar. I like how your characters move them away from the ropes and go for the pin. In X Pro, you don't really see that much of that. So your guys, when it comes to
Nice SD.
nice, oh, I thought you was going right there.
Yeah, so these guys, you know, they're taught basic ring awareness, so
Give up?
taking them into the center as much as possible for the finishes. Oh,
Give up?
heel hold.
Give up?
50-50 so far, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
Oh, nice takedown again.
Nice.
Give up?
Man, you sure?
Yeah.
You sure Lexi hasn't been working on her defense?
I mean, she's MMA background, so she's going to have good natural defense. I think from Rio's perspective, she got dominated a fair bit in her first match by Calvin MacKenzie, so I think being able to reverse a bit more would help her. It seems to be paying off so far, I must say.
Yeah.
Nice overhead suplex.
I'm liking the back and forth, even on their feet. You know, the transitions and counters are pretty good. Nice.
Oh, very arrogant cover. Yeah.
That's not good.
Give up?
Ah, see, now she ends up in a...
Naked.
See, if you're looking for your first win, don't be pinning like that.
Give up?
No. Because the irony is she gets submitted. Oh, nice.
One,
Look like a
two.
Michinoku driver.
Oh, just kicks out.
Would have hooked the leg.
Belly to belly, straight into the armbar. This could be over.
Give up?
Tell you, it's a good job Rio doesn't have Miss Pot's shoulders, because that would have been ripped out the socket right there.
She looks like she's bulking up. Then we don't have that medical plan.
Break.
HOW.
Yeah, I mean, she's Miss Potts is rude.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like we're not testing.
Yeah. One,
Oh, nice slam.
2, 3, 4.
She knocked. I was like, damn, did she knock herself out?
They're doing better at 12 minutes in, but they're getting tired. Oh,
Yeah.
Rio's breathing, but she's fighting.
Let me guess. Her base is. It looks like Oscar.
No,
Nice.
it's Julia when she was in Stardom.
Ah, okay.
1, 2.
Nice pin.
Yeah, better than the foot on the chest. Taking a breath. It's taking a breath. This is smart
Now
from
she's
Rio.
starting to get winded. Yeah. I mean, 14 minutes in, and she's
Ooh.
now she's breathing heavy.
Yeah, Lexi
But,
is
yeah.
winded. She's not looking good.
That was my fear. Like she that initial onslaught, you know, but I guess all the slams and you know the big time moves
Break.
didn't work. But oh, nice.
Yeah, Rio gets to the ropes. Yeah, this is what we say, you know. Lexi's gone all in on power, but because Rio's weathered that storm, she's now got the endurance in this later part of the match. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lexi finding something.
Yeah.
We haven't had a draw yet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
So
cut
is
wrench.
a draw like technical? I mean, is a draw just you know 1 point, or is it?
Yeah.
points?
Yeah, point for a draw. Obviously, time limit
Give up.
or ring out or
Give
double
up.
counter.
Give up.
This has got to be it.
Give up.
Oh my days!
Oh,
How did she get? That was in deep. Come on, Rio. She can put her away here. She's got 2.5 minutes to do it. Nice. That's got to be it.
1,
Cocky cover.
2.
Oh, come on.
If she'd have hooked the leg,
leg.
they didn't listen to last week. Hook the leg.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She just kicked the shit out of it.
Oh, Tombstone. This is it. This is over. Drags her into the middle.
Be it.
What? She's not going for it.
Oh no.
She wants to make sure. This has got to be it now.
That was the mistake.
That was the mistake. Oh, she's got 1 minute left in this match. Can either of these guys find a win?
Give up.
She tried to block it,
Give
but
up.
no. Hammerlock looks like
I think we're getting a draw.
30 seconds.
Shot to the head. Oh, you've got a pinner now.
1,
Oh,
2, 3.
with 9 seconds to spare, Steven. She gets the dub.
Oh, I know. You're gonna have to have a talk with her about that lazy
Yeah.
pin. It
Yeah.
worked this time, but I mean, shit, she could have won probably 2 minutes ago.
Oh, 86% on the eval. 3.5-star match.
It was a banger. I'll tell you that. It was a banger. Her defense, you know, counted. Maybe not so good on the cockiness, but I guess she's trying to show some personality, which is fine. You know, try to stick out. Lexi, I think she did okay, but you know, like you said, all on offense, but she's gassed. She gassed early.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yes.
was chasing. I mean, you know, she got away with it this week, but I agree. I think the coaches will be having a word with them about that one. If she could have got that match put away a lot sooner. I thought she'd made a mistake when she did that tombstone and didn't try and capitalize. She was 9 seconds away from a draw, so
Yeah,
that was an exciting finish.
it was, and I completely agree. The tombstone not going for a pin. I think that was a serious mistake.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, what a start to the night. So that's back-to-back losses for Lexi. Um, I'm not too worried about her. If she keeps working on a game, I think she'll start picking up some wins eventually. But
I
that
agree.
was
I
that,
mean, yeah, go ahead.
no, no, no. Carry on.
I agree. I don't think even though with two losses, it didn't affect her because she went toe to toe with Rio. I mean, she was countering. I mean, if she gets just a little bit more stamina, or works on her defense a little bit, she should be fine. She could have put Rio away. I mean, she had her locked in all the various different things. If you left a limb out, she was grabbing it and putting you in a lock of some kind. And like you said, I'm not worried about her at all.
Yeah, no, she looked pretty good to be fair.
Hmm.
Let me get the next card up here. So we'll head to have a look at the preview for match two, where we've got Calvin MacKenzie, who we just talked about. He defeated Lexi Havoc. I nearly said Lexi Gold then. Shout out Lexi Gold. He defeated Lexi Havoc in week one. And our resident luchador, El Trueno, comes off a loss against, he lost to Raven Graves in week one. So an interesting one. We've got a guy who could take 6 points here. Um, or El Trueno obviously getting off the mark and getting a win. Talk to me about this one, Stephen.
I think it's a clash of styles, man. And, you have your Calvin technical. You said he's coming off a win. He's looking to get his second win. And I know on your preview sheet where it said Trino is in a sense of urgency. I don't know. I mean, if he could, I don't know if just one loss will mean urgency. I mean, if he looks good, he's still gonna. Even if he loses, if he looks good, it's just you got to find that pace. But I still think with the clash of styles, an aerial guy can beat a technical guy. I mean, it's we've seen it happen before many times. But I guess it's just how is Calvin going to come out? Is he just going to take him lightly? Is he looking past him? I mean, because some people when they get that first win, they're like, okay, this guy, he's got a loss. I can beat him. I'm bigger. I got a little size on him, but never know if he's looking past him. It's going to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, I feel like this could be a close one. This is going to come down to who can get the momentum going. I think if Calvin can control the pace and slow it down, then he's gonna probably do well. If El Trueno though gets that speed going and starts chaining all those luchador moves together, then he might just tire Calvin out. But as long as he doesn't gas up himself,
That's
but
true.
yeah.
That's very true.
Um, So yeah, interesting one. We'll head to the ring. Let's see how match two goes. Make sure we transition the
Sheriff on the
scene.
call.
The sheriff is on the call. Already doing well from a I don't want to jinx shit, but the production guys are doing a fantabulous job so far. So long may
So
that
far, so good.
continue. Here comes Calvin, week one winner. Now, if he wins this, he's one win away from being able to add some gold trim to his attire.
Okay. He just his entrance and mannerisms remind me of Dean Malenko.
Interesting. I can't remember who the base is for him exactly, but I guess we'll
Fight!
see. All right. Oh, straight away El Trueno goes for the Hurricanrana, but MacKenzie says no. Eat a powerbomb.
Like, oh, he ate it and got back up. He
Yeah.
ain't playing.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Bit of
Give up?
technical moves from Trueno here.
Give up?
Oof.
It looked like the old lasso from El Paso via
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero.
So far, the wrestlers
Oh,
being out
nice.
wrestled.
Yes, which is surprising. And the funny thing about this game is even like sometimes you have a high flyer or somebody, and then they come in and do a different style.
Oh, nice standing moonsault.
Nice, but yeah, it's just maybe he was like, you know what, I gotta buff up my technical. I gotta rest a little bit different, bust out the aerial moves when it counts.
Give up.
Trueno here looking good in the first few minutes.
He is. He's going like toe for toe. He hasn't gone aerial much
No.
outside of that Hunter Rana, that was brutally blocked.
Maybe that's his game plan. Maybe he's saving the. Oh, there we go. As I say it, he does a nice corkscrew.
Give up.
And he's going for the submission.
Yeah, he's pacing himself. It might be a good move by him. Oh, nice
Give up.
octopus
Oh,
stretch.
nice.
Oh, the
Give
Boston
up.
Crab.
If it was a single, it would have been over.
Yeah. We would have been getting a Townsend mention for sure. Nice standing drop kick. Oh, misses the pump out. That was really good by MacKenzie to slip out.
Give up.
Going right to that
Give
armbar
up.
again.
Yeah, he's looking for the submission for sure. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Give up. Give up.
I'm liking how he's transitioned to different submissions. He's not, looking for one. He's just going for nice neck breaker. But he's just trying to wear him down with everything available.
Yeah, he's really making the use of his arsenal there, Oh, beautiful.
One.
Split-legged
Is he in the
moonsault.
ropes? Nope, he's not in the ropes. I thought he was in the ropes.
That would have been interesting. The sheriff on the call again. 2 weeks in a row. All right, MacKenzie. MacKenzie could have took a bit of time out there to get a breather, but decides to get straight back to it. Misses.
Yeah, that's probably one thing. They're still kind of young. They're not using the 20 count to their advantage, which they'll learn over time. Oh, nice suplex.
Yeah, that's 2 exploder suplexes in a row for MacKenzie, and then a nice belly to follow.
Nice.
We're starting to see MacKenzie take control here, and this is exactly what he wants. Oh, Hurricane
Nice. And it's not like he's wasted motion. It's just, he's giving Trueno a nice backbreaker. He's giving him like a second to kind of come over and hit like an aerial move, but it's not stopping him though.
Yeah. Oh,
Give
what
up.
is this move?
Nice pin.
Give up.
No,
It's a
Give up.
submission.
Give up.
variation of the cattle mutilation, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a.
Nice kick. Quit posing. Get on his ass.
He's just taking a breath, I think. Lovely drop
You
kick.
can breathe later.
Yeah, breathe when it's finished. And he goes for it again.
Nice.
This might
Give
be
up.
his finishing signature.
Give up.
Oh, Trueno
It's
escapes it again.
impressive. Cause damn, you can't get to the ropes. 'cause
Oh, what's
he's
this?
blocking it.
Oh.
Oh!
One.
Beautiful
Two.
move. Oh,
Oh!
wow. If nothing else, Trueno's entertaining to watch, right?
Oh, dude. Little Rey Mysterio action right there.
Yeah.
Looks like
There we go again.
MacKenzie
Split-legged.
is getting.
One. Two.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus
Straight
Christ.
fucking
Yeah, he
push.
just knocked him the fuck out. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Trueno.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Wilbur Bulldog, nice.
Kenzie's showing a bit of speed now. Beautiful backdrop right on the neck. Oh, this might be it. That backdrop might have just set it up.
Give up.
Yeah, there we go. He
Yep,
taps.
that's it.
Beautiful.
That is a devastating finisher.
It is. That might be his secret sauce in this league.
And the
Great job.
best thing about that is, man, is when he locks it in and he floats over, and there's no way they're in the ropes because he's blocking that way. Unless he
Y-
does it at an angle and their back is touching, it is hard to get out of that.
Yeah, and because of the weight he's putting on them, they can't even shuffle to the ropes either. Modified reverse chicken wing, that is his finishing move. So there you go. Calvin
There you go.
MacKenzie with the big submission win
Impressive.
there.
It was a big second win. You said he's one win away from adding gold, and I guess he wants that gold. And
He's the first one to get 6 points, so early
oh
front
shit,
runner.
okay.
Yeah.
And even though he lost, Bruno, he looked good. I liked how he moved, even though he has two losses. I'm not saying he's like done with. I mean, it's just a bad break. But he's looking good in defeat. So I guess he just needs that one win to get his confidence back. But he looked good to me.
Yeah, I think if he improves a bit, I think maybe I mean, in that situation he got out of that move twice, and so credit to
Hmm.
him for doing that. I think the third time was just too much to ask that late on in
Yeah,
the
because
match, but
is that backdrop right on the head, right in the
yes,
center.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard. But like you said, he escaped it twice, and I just think he got worn down too much. A lot of his high flying did not hurt him at all. It was at the right time, and I believe that was a great strategy. Um, he wasn't too flippy shit. He hit his aerial moves or aerial offense when he had to, and to me he looked good.
Yeah, no, I mean they both look good to be fair. I
Oh yeah,
think
MacKenzie looks like a beast. He looks like a straight beast. He's the one to probably beat. If you're looking for your next set of graduates, he's clearly the front runner.
yeah, absolutely big win for McKenzie there. Um, So our third match of the day is Aaron Whitaker versus Jack Cannon. Both of these guys coming into it off wins. So they both won their week one matches. So again, unless there's a draw, which one of these guys is going to take the initiative and join Calvin McKenzie with the 6 points?
M-
What you got
I
here,
mean,
Steve?
I was just gonna say Jack Cannon has a lot of pressure on him
Hmm.
because he has his brother looking, and Lee mentioned last week. If he don't win and then Luke does, you're gonna have that little bit of rivalry going on, saying, "Well, I'm winning, you're losing." So it's kind of like he's got a little extra pressure because he has a sibling, in the training facility with him.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, so you called it like last week. Luke obviously had that little bit of added pressure, um,
Mhm.
but he's always been the one out of the two brothers to be in the limelight. So now it's back over to Jack. Um, very similar styles. Both guys similar size, almost identical. So there's really not anything in this match. It's all going to boil down to who's got that little bit extra in the tank. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Did you pick a winner for this?
Let's go with what? I think let's go with Whitaker. I think he's gonna outlast Cannon, and he's gonna give Luke some firepower when he gets back to the locker room.
Yeah, I like Whitaker, um, but for the sake of just being different, I'll go with Jack Cannon. But yeah, let's see who wins this one. Mitz Potts is back on the call, so interesting factor here. She's the fastest counter. So these
Okay.
guys, yeah, these guys won't have as much opportunity to kick out as they would have with the old sheriff there. So that may play a factor as well. So yeah, let's see who wins. Both of these guys, in terms of their finishes, Whitaker uses a machine suplex, which Jack uses a cannonball, which I believe is a Canadian destroyer. So
Oh, okay.
Let's make sure that I am broadcasting. There we go. No mistake so far, Stevens.
Hey, I guess the monkeys in the back, they're like, hey, we don't want to get fired week 3
Yeah,
in on the
that's
first day
it.
on the job.
We laid down the standard last week, and they're all on. They're all working.
Pumped. There
we go. I'm not going to mess with the cameras too much. I'm just going to stick with this camera focus this time.
Oh, that works.
Beautiful, my job.
Nice. Oh, he blocked it.
Oh, these guys are.
They're going at it.
Yeah, there is. This is all killer, no thriller right now.
Impressive, big man with the spin kick.
Just seeing a display of power right now, I believe.
Hey, they know they want that second win. They want that trim on their uniforms because they ain't wasted no time. They're like you said, they're going at it. Like they are beating the shit out of each other, and it's only 2 minutes in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's back and forth, back and forth. Beautiful stalling suplex there by.
Nice.
Oh, Whitaker was going to the rope, saw his opponent move though and halted it. That's good awareness by him. Does it again, same result.
He's a young guy. I believe it said on the tail he was 23, and he's aware of that. That's pretty good for experience.
Yeah, he's clearly intelligent. We all know brains often prevails over brawn in the old wrestling world. Just beating the shit out of each other. I love to see it. Oh, he's going for the pin. See what I mean? If that was the Sheriff, he's only getting a 1 count. Because it's Potts, it's the 2. She is very quick on the count.
She may have slowed down, with the bigger biceps. She kind of probably could have been a 3.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer. That's the cannonball.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
1, 2.
Oh my god. That was nearly a very quick exit for old Aaron Whitaker. Straight back on it though.
And it hit that with like force. It wasn't no like setting up slow. He hit that cannonball like nothing. Like it went boom boom and went straight for that pin.
Yeah, just spiked that blonde hair straight into the canvas. I will say though, I like Whitaker's look. I think he looks like a very marketable competitor.
Oh, hands down. And Jack Cannon does. You could build up Cannon as a fucking monster type. He has the look. He looks like a King Kong Bundy-esque type killer, or maybe even an Andre.
Yeah, he's like he looks like a miniature version of Andre, I suppose, with the singlet. Maybe like a Pete Dunne kind of vibe.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's
But
certainly
they do
got
look
that.
marketable. They do look marketable. Like you can sign them right now, even if they can't wrestle for shit, you can market the hell out of them.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one day in the future we might see the Cannon Brothers as tag team champions over there in X-Pro.
You never know. I mean, shit, the tag division in X-Pro is so hot and heavy right now. You don't know. I mean, we got Unit 97. We got the Cryptos. Oh, nice.
We haven't even introduced the GSWA tag team yet. Spoilers. Oh, he's going up top. He's going up top. Oh.
That elbow. He's hit it twice.
He's building. What's he got? Oh. Blocks the suplex. Calvin signaling. Is this it? Nice! I think that's it. That's his... Oh! Both of them kicking out of each other's finishes. Spikes him. Tell you, Jack's tough. 2 big moves and kicks out there. And another DDT, but Whitaker is tired now. Oh, spear!
Oh, spear, shit.
He didn't get much of a run up on it, but oh, it's over.
Oh,
No way he
that's it.
kicks out of that twice.
2.
What?
Oh,
1.
Whitaker is
2.
his
tough.
finisher.
3.
There we go, yeah. Machine suplex for the win. Kicks out of 2 cannonballs. Wow.
He may need his neck checked just in case.
Yeah,
Just in case. I don't know.
he
He
needs to
got
get some
plenty.
ice on that. Wow. Obviously, we never
I
like to
think
see guys kicking out of finishes, but fuck me, Whitaker is tough to kick out of 2 cannonballs and then win it with his own machine suplex.
and he struggled with that first machine suplex too to get him up. And I'm
Yeah,
just, but I guess that second time he did it with all that weight that Jack has, he couldn't. It knocked the wind out of him.
exactly. I think Jack will be licking his wounds after that one, but he should be proud of himself. I think I don't think I think he's still going to have a good season. I think
Yes.
I think both brothers are going to keep pushing each other through this league, but Whitaker, just like we seen with Calvin MacKenzie, back-to-back wins, looking like a real baller in terms of this
Oh, dude,
league. So
I was sports entertainment. To me, this is the match of the night so far. To me, that's just my opinion. Back and forth, kicking out of each other's finishers. I know we always say the finishers have to be protected, but I mean, damn, you can't. I mean, you got to have somebody that can kick out when the time is, and that's how you make a star. And Whitaker looks like a star. Now, Jack looks like a star too, but he was just on the short end of the stick this week. But like you said, I believe the Cannons, whether they're tag team singles, they're going to be future stars as well.
yeah, I mean, like you said, this was a 6-point match. So the fact that they were kicking out of finishes just shows how much they both wanted to get that advantage. So
100%.
props to both guys in that match. It was incredible. I agree as well. I think the judges agree with you. That was definitely match of the night. 88% evaluation, 3.5 stars. Um,
I think it should have been at least a 4, but that's
I
me.
agree. I agree. But it's it's what's the word? It's subjective, right? We're
Yeah.
watching this as fans. Obviously, the coaching staff obviously probably seen a couple of things there. Maybe who knows? Um, but yeah, really enjoyed that one. Up next in match 4, though, we've got my girl Raven Graves. Um, that was the biggest pop of week 1 for me was when she got the win over. God, who was she facing? Can't remember off the top of my head now, but yeah, she comes into this against Dylan Hart, who had an incredible 5-star match with Ren Fujimoto, who we'll be seeing in the main event tonight. Um, Not really lost. He controlled the majority of that match, but Ren came back and found a way to win. So again, we've got week 1 winner coming in against someone who very nearly won his debut match himself. So very interesting match. If I just pull up the preview here for a bit of extra context, like I said, um, Graves' methodical offense really helped her through that first match, but he's very resilient, Hart. So going to be an interesting one. Stevens,
I mean, it is. You got Dylan Hart. Even though he has the loss, he has the extreme size advantage over 100 pounds, height advantage. It's power versus orthodox. It's spiral bomb versus the hammer like DDT. It's the big guy versus, as what did you say? She's got the thighs that can crush a man's skull,
oh
or
yeah,
oh yeah. But to me, I'm going with Graves. She looks the part. She's a killer. Uh, she just looks like she's the next future star. I mean, she could be like not just the star of a women's division, but also until that happens, she could be the next world champion. She looks like Lizzie Vice as a killer. I mean, she could be the next big thing in just based on looks, like marketability, and she can wrestle too, so she could be the next world champion.
Well, it remains to be seen. It's anyone
True.
can win on any given Sunday, but if I will say, if she can get past Hart tonight, then we'll definitely she'll definitely be in that conversation for
She's
potentially
got to use
a
her speed and technical abilities to avoid his power because if she gets caught, it could be lights out very quick.
yeah. She's gotta try and keep away from him and catch him off guard, because the last thing she wants to do is go hold for hold with this guy, because if he hits her with power bomb after power bomb. Um, And if he
So
lands that spiral bomb of his, it's going to be a bad night for old Raven Graves here. But like we say, let's see if she can get it done. Sheriff's on the call for this one. Mr. Yamamoto will hold him for the main event. We'll unveil him in the main event, I think.
that's fine.
Senior
I mean,
referee.
we don't just put Betcher out there in all the matches.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's
Um,
why we had Lonzo and Ortega. You gotta have your stable.
and look at the size of Dylan Hart. He's just a ball of meat.
Dude, he looks like he's hungry for a sandwich, and Lexi's his ham sandwich. I mean,
Yeah, well,
Raven's his ham sandwich.
he might be eating whatever's between Raven's thighs in a minute, but I digress.
Clip that, clip that, clip that.
Let's head out there. Here she comes, the Raven Beauty. Yeah,
Ooh, that's
pandering
okay.
to the
So it's,
crowd.
yeah,
I
she is
don't.
pandering.
I can't remember. I can't. I really. Some of these guys are obvious to me which base I used.
Yeah,
I don't. I couldn't even tell you who Dylan Hart's is, but yeah.
she
Fight!
kind of looks like just like first glance.
Two!
Was Sonya Deville? She kind of looks like her a
Yeah, it's
little bit.
definitely not her. It could be Zelina Vega, maybe.
Ah, okay, I can see that a little bit. Starting out, power.
Oh, she. Whoa. Overpowers the big man. Okay.
Okay, okay. I guess she's been pumping some iron a little bit.
Jeez.
Oh, nice drop kick to
Yeah,
the knees.
get him off his feet. Smart.
Gotta avoid this. Gotta avoid. Oh,
There you go. That speed. Oh, my girl's looking good, Stevens. The girl is looking good.
she's sticking to the plan. Stick and move.
Don't
Oh,
try and lift
oh,
him, though. She could not lift that big boy then. She's trying again, though. Oh, she's got some power.
okay.
Oh, right on the
Nice
tits.
overkill, though. I'm saying.
Big Enziguri by the big man. He's not heavy on his feet for a big boy.
Yeah!
Whoa,
Right.
that
Oh,
deadlift in that German suplex there.
smart call there by the sheriff. In the ropes. He saw it.
Yeah, so far, no mistakes by the sheriff so far this week.
Two!
Oh, discus forearm there. Oh, this could be trouble. Oh, nice!
One!
Great
Sunset flip.
reversal.
Two!
Only a 1 count. That's the thing. That's that. Hey, and that's that size advantage. She didn't have a lot of power coming down, and he just tossed her like nothing.
That was smart too. He threw her out the ring, but she got straight back in before he could do anything to her out there.
Big man with the frog splash. Nice.
Two!
Just gonna throw her out
Ooh.
again.
Break!
Variation of a Falcon arrow pin.
And the sheriff caught the ropes as well this time, so he's learning.
They're all human, man. They fuck up from time to time, but sometimes when it's a major one, you gotta talk to them.
Yeah, 100%. Nice by
Oh,
Graves is.
strength, but there's no power behind those suplexes because
No.
he's just getting right back up.
Oh,
Oh,
code breaker.
but
I'm
she's
impressed
winning.
by Graves.
I
Yeah.
am too.
Oh, here we go. Spiral bomb.
Spiral
One,
bomb.
two.
Ooh,
She makes it out. It was early.
Yeah.
Not a second time.
One, two,
Oh,
three.
yeah.
yeah.
7
Come
minutes.
on.
Wow. She survived the first one, but 2 in a row, no chance.
Mm-mm. And she looked impressive. I mean, she went toe to toe with him. My I think like it was a power thing because she lifted him up. She showed that she could lift him, but there's no impact. You know what I'm saying? With the delivery, because
Yeah.
he'll pop back up every time.
Yeah, I mean, the way I saw it was, I mean, she for the most part, got most of the offense in that match. But like you
Oh,
said,
100%. I agree with that.
he just ate it. He just ate everything she gave. She did. She showed incredible heart to kick out of that first spiral bomb, but
Hmm.
2 in a row is just one too many. Great effort by Graves, but convincing win in the end by Dylan Hart, getting it done in only 7 minutes. Terrible match in terms of the evaluation there, but I personally enjoyed it.
Oh,
I thought it was a
that
good match.
bad.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good match.
I think that's they're purely
I like
basing that on the length, I think, and who knows. But as long as the audience enjoyed it, i.e., me and you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, if America was here, he'd be like, "Yep, that's the stinker match of the night." When it comes to the scoring system. But
Yeah,
I was entertained by it, and I think Graves is going to learn from it. She's going to get better. Dylan is like, I think this is a very confidence booster for him, and he's going to take this and he's going to use it for next time he faces whoever it may be. Because he looked to be on a mission tonight. I mean, he wasn't fucking around. I mean, he hit that spiral bomb. She kicked out. He's like, He picked her right back up and did it again and ended her. So I think he's a little bit motivated, to get that grips of gold, get that next win, get to the top of the mountain.
that's it. I mean, he's off the mark. So, I mean, it's because Graves had that previous win under her belt. It's she can shrug this one off. It was more important for Hart to get the win here. He's got his first 3 points on the board. So, I think you know, big win for him. Graves, she can come back from this.
Hmm.
You know, all to play for. There's a long season ahead. And as I said, these guys are going to improve over the weeks. I called it last week. We may get maybe when we get to the half point of the season, we might see guys who are struggling early on start picking up wins. And everything can change.
Hmm.
So it's going to be
I
an
mean,
interesting
I mean,
season.
it is, and that's the thing about this season. To get to the top is because um, you know, you get the scrapes, you get the training, you get the lessons learned if you do lose. But even if you pick up win after win after win, I mean, you still got to go back to the training board. You still got to look back at the tape because there could be little instances, like the cocky pins or, I'm gassed too much. Even though I won, I still need to work on my stamina or other things. It doesn't matter if you win or loses. What can you do to get better?
Yeah, 100%. Um, So we're up to the penultimate match of the day. Just a quick one though. As far as I'm aware, my microphone has not cut out once. You've not noticed anything your end, Stevens?
No. I mean,
Yep,
as far as audio, you've been fine the entire time. If there was a shut off, if there was any issue, there was no glitches. I mean, if anything happened, it wasn't off for long.
perfect. I think I mean it was abundantly obvious to Lee last week when my mic was cutting out because he couldn't hear me. So I think if we had any issues this week, he would have called. So far so good. Um, I don't want to say it because we're nearly towards the end of the show, and so far no hiccups. Are we going to get a perfect week here, Stevens? Maybe you're the
I'm
good luck charm I needed.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful, but if we need to fire somebody, we can fire somebody.
Well, yeah, I always enjoy good firing, and
I mean, I've
like
been
I said,
fired countless times from a whore or something, and then the lead drags me back in. He's like, I guess I'll rehire him.
right. So yeah, penultimate match, we've got Skye Blackwood versus Austin Drake. Again, both of these guys needing a win here. They come off their week one, both losing their respective matches. So they're both equally hungry for the win here. So I think we can expect intensity, urgency, maybe a bit of desperation in this one, as there's very
I
little
think so.
margin for error.
And you got the the striker versus the technical guy, and I like Sky Blackwood's look. I mean, she looks like a fighter, and this is what I brought up against Vale last week. He's the fighter, but he didn't have his hands protected. But she does. Maybe she listened a little bit and wrapped up them hands so she doesn't get her fingers broke or snap back like Vale did. But she looks good. Austin Drake looks like a star as well. He's ready to go. Um, but it's 100-pound difference. It's 6-inch difference. But with that said, though, I think Skye is looking to prove something. I'll go with Skye this week.
Okay, Sky Blackwood. I agree. I think she looks incredible, but probably for different reasons. Austin Drake, he is a very good technical wrestler. Um, Again, because both these guys come in with losses, I can't call it. They're both similar age. Obviously, the natural physical advantage naturally goes to Austin Drake, but we've seen that the girls are more than capable of hanging with the boys here, so that's
I
not a
mean, yeah,
factor.
yeah, equal rights, right? I mean,
Equal
you know,
rights.
I I can't wonder because I'm a happily married man, and Lisa would gladly twist my balls in a twit. We don't need any more Stevens according to y'all running around
That,
or
yeah,
half
well, this is
siblings.
true. Facts.
We got
Yeah.
Samoans running around.
Yeah, I mean, my wife isn't in the house at the moment, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. And
Oh, I know mine's asleep. She knows I'm just she but like Lisa Stevens, the on
oh, yeah.
screen.
Oh, we're in character
Yeah.
right now. I got you.
Oh yeah. But like my wife don't care. She's like, man, why you oogling a fucking computer character or something? But like, yeah, I mean, it's just a video game.
Oh yeah, I'm not even allowed to talk about this stuff to my wife because she'd never sleep with me again. She gets the ick. She thinks this is the geekiest shit in the world, but I love it. Um,
Oh, dude, like she, like legit. My wife got so mad when Lee trolled me when I was put into the Hall of Fame. She's like, "What? You ain't what? He's just doing what?" I was like, "Let me talk to him." I'm like, "Babe, it's just a thing." And she was more mad about the trolling than I was. I was
so
just
that's why
happy
you
to be
got
there.
in because Lee got an angry voicemail from your wife. Is that it?
Probably.
Oh, I
But yeah,
digress.
dude, she knows this is geeky as hell, and she's like, "Okay, you're doing your wrestling thing," but she wouldn't change it. I mean, I'm here, I could be out doing other things, but I'm here doing
Exactly.
fake pretend
Exactly.
wrestling, and it's just even though it's geeky, it's still fun.
Exactly. I mean, I could be one of these guys going to raves every weekend, and while his wife's at home with the kids, and she doesn't know what I'm up to. So at least she knows where I am, and I'm behaving. Can't put a
Oh yeah,
price on that, right?
no, you cannot.
So yeah, let's head to the ring then. Sky Blackwood versus Austin Drake. Both of these guys looking for their first win of the season. Let's see what happens. Anyone in the Twitch chat yet? Has Lexi woke up or anything?
Lexi's there, I think.
Oh, Lexi.
Bobinette, I think it's
Oh,
Bobinette.
Stevens is barely audible. Okay.
I think Audible's fine.
I mean, I can hear you fine, but it's what's being translated through to them. No concrete, no concrete. There we go.
Fight!
There we go.
Don't worry, guys, in the Twitch, I got it.
natural, as you said, you know, she couldn't pick him up. But she's a lot
Lexi.
faster.
Lexi, you know, we all gotta behave. Appreciate you though, Lexi. I'm bombing it, jumping in the Twitch chat there. Dedication right there.
Robinette carried the most unsafe worker there ever was.
She's on the shelf at the minute, right? And probably
Oh yeah, you couldn't script that more. I think I think her injury, she's got 2 more left. She's got 2 more left before she's eligible to come back.
and isn't that like her second concussion protocol as well?
As far as her, I don't think so. I think it's her first. Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's nice.
Noah Hansen in the chat as well.
Oh.
Hansen, you'll have caught. I've got the guys coming in from opposite sides now. That's all down to your feedback, buddy. But as I said, I can't do anything about them appearing out of nowhere. That's a limitation of the game.
Yeah, that's just a glitch. That's just gonna happen.
Alright, it's looking pretty close so far.
Yeah, I mean, she's using her speed, but like, she's and I like how, you know, she's changed it up, because at first she was trying, you know, suplexes and lifts, but it ain't working. Now the snap suplex worked, but she was trying to lift it completely, and she's changed it to more of a technical submission based, and she's just using that speed to wear him out.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the concern. You know, Lee talked about it last week, and you mentioned it. You know, you said fuck it, because they gotta go against each other. Is that even though, you know, men and women are fighting, it's, you know, the power is not there. I mean, you could have a woman that's super strong, but I mean, look what he just did. He just suplexed her the shit out of the ring, and she took a while to get back in. And when she slammed him, he got right back up.
Yeah, I mean, can't put a pin between them both right now. I feel like Skye's the underdog. I don't know why.
A little bit,
And
yeah.
I'm trying not to be sexist about it, but I'm subconsciously rooting for her right now. It's a
I
beautiful.
mean, she's looking good. I mean, she has, like, in mid-match, transitioned from, you know, she like at first it would look like she went for like a power game, but now she's just trying to ground him, and it's working. She's using her speed to her advantage, because she looks fast as hell. But like that right there, that STO,
Yeah.
or the flatline, or whatever.
Oh,
you wanna
what's
call
this?
it.
Oh,
Looks like
I don't.
and
That is a
converted
beautiful submission.
Austin. That was Austin.
It's like a modified Texas clover leaf. He's
Yeah.
doing it again.
Yep. Is that his finisher?
I mean, it might be.
See?
He's looking tired now, though. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, nice. But he's in the ropes. Come on.
I think that might be his finisher. Pretty sure that's his finisher. Nice STO again.
Nice.
To look tired as we approach the halfway mark here in the match. Beautiful DDT by Blackwood.
Nice.
Whips into the ropes, catches a breath. Oh, but he had an answer to that one. Misses the drop kick. Beautiful face buster. Yeah, this might be it.
2.
Oh, just kicks out. He felt that one. He's in the ropes. Potts, he's in the ropes. Potts! Jeez. Mr. Yamamoto's going to have to play that one back for her, I think.
That was ironic. She had him in that submission, then he did the same submission. He's in the ropes.
He's getting to the ropes.
Break.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
He wasn't quite. I think that was the camera angle playing tricks. Potts caught it that time. Ankle lock.
Give up. Give up.
Kicks out of it, lovely. He is tired.
She's look impressive. Yep. She's looked very impressive. Oh,
Give up.
is she going to survive this? Though?
Give up.
Yeah. She needs to avoid these submissions, though. I don't know how much she can take.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful
You
move.
saw her leg. She's nice spinning head scissors, but she was hard on her leg though. So I guess if he locks in that that inverted cloverleaf, it could be it.
Give up.
This shit.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
I did say I was very impressed by how good a technical wrestler Austin Drake is, and he's showing it.
He is, man. He defense, but I think I'll give Danny Anderson one for his money.
Well, he is a week one loser, so he's still got work to do. But
Hey,
both of these
he's
guys
still
were impressed.
Nothing against the ex-pro world champion, but
One.
this dude's pulling
Two.
out submissions out of his ass.
Another face buster. This could be over.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Skye Blackwood. Wow. She got it done. Well done, Skye Blackwood. I mean, that was exactly how we called it. We said he's an incredible technical wrestler, but that she's going to dig deep and find something. And that's exactly what happened. Decent rating by the coaching staff there. 80% on the match eval. 3-star rating. I was sports entertaining that one. I'm not going to lie.
I was too. She looked very impressive. Hard fought win. Drake does not look bad in a loss. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, but he just got caught. But Skye looked very impressive. I know she's beat up. She may need to work on some submission defense. That's just my personal opinion because she got caught in the legs a bunch of times. Like out of all the submissions that she countered, the ones that she struggled with was all the leg locks, ankle lock, the toe hold and all that. She was just and for her she survived it, but she was limping a little bit. She was grabbing at her leg when she got out of it. So maybe that's one thing she can work on. But she looked very good. Austin Drake, even though he did lose, he still looked impressive. I'm not gonna say you know shit's over with him, but he looks good. He's technically sound. He looks very impressive to me.
Yeah, agreed. I think he's going to feel hard done by. He's got 2 losses on his record now. But again, it's so early in the season. These guys have got 20 plus matches to wrestle, plenty of points available. There's still time for him. Skye needed that win too, so she's now got her first 3 points on the board. So big win for her. She looked really impressive compared to week one, where she kind of got her ass handed to her. She looked really good in that match. So yeah, really good. We're up to the main event, Stevens, already. This one's going to be a banger. We got Ren Fujimoto, week one winner, had the first and only 5-star match of the Forged in Gold series so far. As I said, when he beat Dylan Hart, that was a 5-star match. Going up against the loser from last week, Jordan Vale, who had a really good match with Theo Bennett, who you already referenced. You really like what you saw in Theo, but Vale had a good match, didn't get the win. He's one of the youngest competitors. Ren Fujimoto got dominated a lot by Dylan Hart, but rallied late, got the win. As I said, 5-star performance. This could be an interesting match. I think common sense tells me that Ren is the favorite going into this. If I was going to pick a winner, it would be him. But who you got? What are you expecting in this match, Stephen?
I mean, you are correct. If you have a 5-star match, to me, if this was the hog or any type, that automatically makes you the favorite. I don't care if you're, and especially now if Vale was a champion, that would, sway my deal. But, he's coming on a win, behind the win, and an impressive win. And Vale, even though he looked impressive, he still lost. But he did look impressive, but that's not gonna change my vote. I gotta go with Ren. You know, the only 5-star match guy, the guy who came back, who got his ass whooped, like you said, that came back and won in impressive fashion against the guy who looked good but still lost. There's a difference. You can look good and win, and look good and lose, but if you're gonna, you know, like I said, there's a difference when it comes to favorites and not, and I gotta go with Ren Fujimoto because he can dig deep. He knows how to do it. He's already done it, and he's gonna do it again.
Yeah. And going off the tail of the tape here, similar height for both of these guys, but Ren's got a lot of extra meat on him, so he's a quite a big, solid dude. Yeah,
Could that hurt him though? Could that hurt him?
it could.
You don't know.
What I will say about Jordan Vale last week, his conditioning looked really good. Him and Theo Bennett didn't look to be
Yes,
breathing much at all. They both looked they had really good cardio, and you'd expect that of a 21-year-old. You'd expect him to have good cardio. Um, so we'll see whether that plays a factor. As we know, if they get winded, they're not going to be able to do much, and that might be where Vale finds an opportunity to get the win. But yeah, we've got Mr. Yamamoto on the call for this one, our newly signed senior referee all the way from Japan. I'm going to say quickly, I haven't gone through Mr. Yamamoto. There's a bit of real life behind this. So I regularly get these spam phone calls, and they always say, "Hi, am I speaking to Mr. Yamamoto?" I'm like, "No. Do I sound like Mr. Yamamoto?" I'm like,
I don't.
"Who?"
I mean, that's kind of racist sounding.
Well, true. Suppose Mr. Yamamoto he might be Japanese, but he might have a British accent, I suppose. My
I
bad.
mean, yeah, that's possible. It's possible.
But I mean, yeah, I'm like, who's this Mr. Yamamoto? Why is he using my phone number? I have no idea. So yeah,
Oh, that's
but yeah,
see, you learn something new every day.
yeah, yeah. I mean, context is key, right? You know. Um,
I mean, I'm just gonna call you Mr. Yamamoto from now on.
oh God.
Who's John Sector? We don't know him.
Hey, we don't know where John Sector is. You know. We don't even know if he's alive. Last time we saw him, he was being filled with bullets in a helicopter.
That's true.
Iconic. So,
Oh,
who
I know.
knows? Is he the silent sponsor of the GSWA? Who knows?
Hmm. No one knows.
But yeah, let's head to ringside. Final match, and then obviously we'll talk a little bit about the show overall. Obviously, I'll go over again the plan for next week. So yeah, let's head to ringside and let's see if we get another 5-star match.
Hopefully, looking forward to it.
Appreciate the guys over there in the Twitch chat logging on nice and early in America land. Really appreciate it. See, entering from opposite sides. I'll explain. Oh, he's just pulled a microphone
What?
out of his shorts. Okay,
Okay.
no concrete.
Talk.
No concrete. Get off the concrete. There we go. Um. So yeah, if you're wondering about that, Hanson, all I did for that is you've got to have when you build a promotion, you've got to have 2 teams, 1 babyface, 1 heel. If you put, so long as the wrestlers in the match are in opposite sides, 1 babyface, 1 heel, they will enter from opposite sides. So if you ever plan on using a small venue like this for your shows and want them coming in from different sides, that's how you do it. So that was an easy fix.
Questions on that, just for world building. So, like, say, you know, your matches are random. So, if you get 2 baby faces, how do you correct that? Oh, nice tombstone.
Keep up.
So really, I think the heel logic
Keep up.
only really applies if it comes to the chances for them interference. If you have interference turned on, I don't for this obviously, so I don't want interference.
Yeah.
Um, I think maybe when it comes to certain logics, like doing heel, like illegal pins, illegal moves and stuff.
Okay.
But otherwise, it doesn't really have too much of a factor. So
Okay.
we've not really seen overly heelish behavior in these guys so far. So
It makes
So,
sense.
yeah,
It
so
could, it may be just logic and things like that, like you said.
yeah, I think that's where it comes in. If you want guys to behave like a heel, then it all comes down to the types of moves you give them, the logic as well. So you can have them like pull out weapons or forks or bite people. Those are more the things that, you know, make them a heel.
Yeah. And this match has been good so far. You know, a lot of
Yeah, back and forth.
They haven't, you know, outside of the tombstone, there hasn't been a lot of big moves. They've been just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah. And this is what happened in Ren Fujimoto's first match. You know, he didn't dominate. In fact, he was the one being dominated, but just found a way in the end to win. Jordan Vale's got a point to prove.
He does.
He
because last week he looked good.
he did.
Then just got caught.
Him and Theo had an absolute banger to begin the show. They were just non-stop relentless, beating the shit out of each other.
1, 2.
The leg. Ooh, no.
Oof. Little mule kick there on the canvas. Wearing him down.
Keep up. Yeah. Keep up. Yeah.
Beautiful tiger suplex there by the Japanese guy.
2.
He's going right to the. Ooh.
Another tombstone. Kicks the inside leg. Not going for the pin this time.
Yeah.
Another tiger
Was mistake
suplex.
or not.
I mean, I think he probably knew he wasn't going to get the win, but we talked about it last week. Just pinning them, you know, wears them down. It makes them use valuable energy when they've got to kick out. So he's going for it now. Let's see what he's got. Just the 2.
Oh, should have hooked the leg. Even if he just hooked the leg, it's extra, you know, energy that your opponent has to use. Oh, nice.
Question in the chat from Lexi Gold: can we have an X-Pro character make a special appearance on here? I don't see why not. I'm planning on doing a special event type show in the near future, where we start to maybe have some of the X-Pro GSWA guys turn up and do some tag matches with the rookies. So yeah, if you're interested in having one of your characters on the show, I'm sure we can work something out, Lexi.
FYI, George is not available because he's still recovering from injury.
George is on a life support machine, getting blood donated round the clock right now. Beautiful armbar. I think that's his finisher, I think. 100% sure. Ren charging. Nice back elbow. Oh, he's feeling it. He's roaring. Kick to the middle back. Oh!
Nice mule kick.
The old male neutralizer. Swanton? Okay, hell.
Okay.
Where did that come from?
That's probably his only high flying move.
Yeah. Oh, spike pile driver. Vale choosing to showboat instead of pin. That could be a mistake.
No.
Yeah.
Traditional scoop slam by there from Fujimoto. Now we're...
To it.
Yeah, I was going to say Vale. Oh! No, fair enough.
Shit.
I was going to say maybe he shouldn't trade in a strongman strike contest with the Japanese guy, but...
1, 2.
Oh. That would be maybe closer than that, but nope.
I think we're on course for another 5-star match here. This is pretty good so far.
I mean, yeah, so far so good. It's back and forth. I'm entertained. But you know, we're the fans. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
It is. Who knows what's going through the heads of the coaches at ringside? Belly's Belly Sam, that's his finisher, but he's not pinning.
Damn,
He's just beating the shit out of him. Interesting that Mr. Yamamoto's opted to ask him if he quits rather than count him out for the illegal punches there. But... oh, he's counting them both out.
3, 4.
It's different.
5 minutes left in the match. Yeah, so I've got that turned on in the mod so that if both guys go down,
1, 2.
it's, you know, like in real wrestling, he'll start a double count out.
Ah, gotcha. Get your
Smart.
breather in, man. Get your breather
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I was gonna say
Even Vale's using some, he's using the count.
high
Some
intelligence from both
strikes.
guys. Nice
Still
back
worried
body
that he
drop.
didn't have effectiveness on them stripes from last week when Bennett, was pulling back his fingers.
It's another
Nice
pile
pile
driver.
driver.
He's pinning, hook the
1,
leg.
2.
Kicks out. Got 3 minutes left on the clock. What I will notice about Fujimoto is he always follows up with something.
1, 2.
He doesn't move and then instantly drops a boot on him
Yeah.
or something. He's in the ropes. Yeah, see, that's the veteran referee coming out there. He spotted that rope straight away. The investment in the senior referee is paying off. Oh, ref.
Oh, well, he let.
Just as I say that, he lets him away with that.
Give up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Give up.
It's like a regal stretch.
Yeah. Hard to tell with the camera if that arm was under the rope. We'll give the benefit of the doubt there to the senior referee.
And maybe, he's let just bang because, he doesn't want to end it on a disqualification.
Oh, chokehold.
Yeah.
Got 30 seconds left on the clock. And he calls it.
Oh,
Ah.
Right on the bell. 30 seconds left in the match, and Ren Fujimoto gets the choke out
and he
on
looks
Jordan
tired,
Vale.
too. He looks
He does.
exhausted.
I can't wait to see the match evaluation on this one. I don't think it was quite a 5-star. Very close, though.
Oh,
Very close.
oh, man.
99%, 4.5 stars. I do not disagree with that. I think that was a nearly a 5-star match, but yeah, definitely the match of the night for me.
I was highly sports entertained on that. I mean, it was a great back and forth. Ren just, dude, he looks like he can just mow through people. He can take a beating and just keep going. And he's just gonna beat the shit out of you and submit you.
Yeah, he looks good, right? I mean, again, tough one for Vale. That's his second loss now. Second,
He looks impressive though,
I
man.
know.
He even though it's a second loss, he still looks good. He looks the part. It's just a growing process, and I think he's just, he's just pulling. I guess he's just pulling bad matches, but I mean, he's looked good in defeat. I mean, he just needs that one victory, and I think it's going to turn him around for him.
Yeah. Update there on we've just updated the league table. So we can see now top 3 with 6 points. Aaron Whitaker, Calvin MacKenzie, and Ren Fujimoto. The only
That's elite.
3.
Yeah.
And we've still got
That's an impressive top.
yeah, we've still got another half of the roster to go next time for their second match. Yeah, second matchup. So I'm sure we'll see one or two of us join them up there. But those are your top 3 so far, guys. They're the guys to watch.
Yep. And if this was based on match ratings, Ren's obviously number one. He's
Yeah,
almost had 2 5 stars back to back. I mean, he's
he's a
looking
main
impressive.
eventer. He's a main eventer,
Oh,
right?
he is. He's the main eventer of the Forged in Gold League series for sure.
Yeah. I mean, his average match evaluation is like 99.9 right now. So
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's almost perfect.
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I think top to bottom, really good show. I've enjoyed every single one of those matches. Been a lot of fun. I think now that points are on the board and these matches start to mean more. Been really fun to call them. Obviously next week we'll have the other 12 in action. We'll see the likes of Reggie Stone in action, Theo Bennett,
Hmm.
Blake Donovan, Whitaker, Sammy Sterling, all those guys that didn't make an appearance this week will be in action next week. And again, just on that, guys, you might not have seen at the beginning. I talked about how next week is basically school half-term holidays over here. so my kids are off school, so I won't be live streaming next week. What I will probably do is record the matches and edit a video together with the matches themselves and the results, no commentary, just to keep the flow going with the schedule. Because, like I said, there's a lot of these matches to get through over the course of the year, and I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt that. But then after that, we should be back on track and getting live streams going again. So just a bit of a heads up. Stevens, is there any final thoughts from you before we wrap up here?
Oh, dude, I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me. I'll try to pop in, whether it's with Lee or if I have a day off and we can do it and you're available, I'm more than happy to jump on with you again. I don't care if it's 5 a.m. or not. I'll jump on. But I was highly entertained. I'm enjoying every single thing you're doing, man. I mean, from the first show, I mean, there was hiccups. Sure, it's the first show. Then you fired your guys. You
Appreciate you,
hired
Lexi.
some competent. You hired your competent people, and this show was awesome. I enjoyed every single bit of it. I'm glad you were able to invite me on and not fire me midway through like certain people we know. But I was highly entertained. I was glad to provide my insight. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I'm 100%. I mean, getting up at 5 a.m. just to do this. I know you're excited for it, but that shows dedication. I really appreciate it. For me personally, I feel like I'm getting a lot more comfortable just speaking. There's a lot to be said about actually doing this, guys. I think you'll realize this when you start doing stuff. I know Noah Hansen's thinking about doing something. There's a lot that goes into this, guys. Controlling the Streamlabs, the game, talking, and not rambling, just being having clear communications when he's talking. It comes with time, but this is the third show now, and I'm already feeling a lot more comfortable. It's a lot easier having someone to talk to and play off. So again, appreciate you, Stevens, for being there this week. Lee couldn't do it this week, but obviously happy to. Who, if anyone else wants to jump in and do this like Stevens has, just let me know. I'm more than happy. But yeah, incredible show. Thank you again, Stevens. And
Anytime.
call it there. I'm going to leave you guys with the ending theme. But yeah, please, this will be up on YouTube. We'll edit it down and cut out the sort of unnecessary bits. So yeah, if you guys didn't catch the whole show, or if you're watching on YouTube, leave me some feedback. You can either do it on in our Discord or in the YouTube chat. I think it's been much improved. Audio quality is better. Will be better again in the
Yes.
future when I get that new microphone.
Well, I
Um,
mean, to me, you didn't have any, like, as far as I'm concerned, just me and you chatting, and as the show progressed, I didn't hear any issues audio wise or it cutting out on your part. And when you did the intro, on the Twitch when I was listening to before you brought me in, you sounded fine as well. So, uh, it may just been some connections, but when you get that new one, it should just be even better.
exactly right. And like I said, we'll be doing some upgrades to how the shows themselves look as well in the near future. So there's a lot of good stuff to come, but I'm gonna say it because we've made it to the end. It was a perfect show from a production point of view. No mistakes, no major fuck ups. So progress, right?
Yeah. Hey, you're trending in the right direction. I mean, you can only get better from here.
100%. Thank you once again, and thank you all for those who joined in live, and for anyone watching this back on YouTube or obviously on Lee's Twitch stream. We'll see you all again next time.